going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about the best wide receiver combo right now in Madden 21 Ultimate Team. We're going to take a look at the first two guys. Many of you guys already know what's up with that. We're going to be looking at Alan Lazada, who goes so hard. We're going to be looking at Calvin Johnson. Now, those two guys right now are the best wide receivers in the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's actually going on with Alan Lazada, who goes so hard, though. This is what's very, very interesting about this card, right? On the surface, it's actually better than Calvin Johnson because he's 99 everywhere. 99 short route run, 99 mid route, 99 deep route. This card is absolutely insane. Now, you might argue about the jump, you know what I'm saying? And, yo, bro, it should be a 99 jump. They're not going to give him everything because he's pretty much a golden ticket. That's pretty much what this card is. EA Sports, in a desperate attempt to get people away from MLB, gave us a golden ticket that we didn't even know about. Until we started looking at it, we're like, yo, hold on, dude. But then, you know, as you go down, his run block, 65, that's not too bad. Impact block is very, very low, though. But this is a really, really good card. Now, depending on if you're mossing or what your capabilities are with this card, it could, you know, go for you, could go against you. The deep threat, like I said, I'm looking for deep out and deep in. That's what I'm looking for. So it works for me. It may not work for you, okay? But he is, in my opinion, with his height and his speed, and this is on any team. You don't have to have him on a Green Bay Packer theme team, okay? He is still a beast. It's ridiculous. This card is outrageous, all right? Again, abilities, deep out, deep in. It's going to cost you 2. GG's in the chat. That's pretty much where we are with it, all right? Alan Lazada, he definitely goes hard. Now, let's go take a look at Calvin, because I'm going to break it down for you guys to understand exactly what's going on, so that way you know who the best possible. Because look, remember, a lot of people run the ball, right? A lot of people, you know, with the way that the game is, you have to have a decent run game. So because of that, you need receivers that can block. You need receivers that are a little bit on a heavier end in the 200 and change. You can't have lightweight dudes like Randy Moss out there. Also, Randy Moss get thrown around like a rag doll, like it's real stupid. So now, when you look at all of this, right, he doesn't have that extra 1 on the medium route and the extra 1 on the deep route run. But he has a stock 99 jump, cat 92, spec catch 99. Like, you can see very, like, I don't know what they were doing, but they made the cards very, very similar. Now, when we go down to the run block, he's actually 1 less. Impact block is a 60, so that's a little bit higher. But again, with the way that the cards are, these are the 2 prototypical cards that you look for in wide receivers. So regardless if a golden ticket comes out or not, these guys are good enough right now to be considered golden tickets. Just if you look at their numbers. Now, the only thing that can change, right, is the fact that you'll tell me, yo, Gmia, this golden ticket is a stock 99, right? The same way you guys told me that a stock 99 Ed Reed with zone meant anything. It doesn't. Like, the dude just stands there and gets dotted. It doesn't really matter. So with the way that the game is, you just have to be very, very careful for what you're, you know, what are you looking to do right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you looking to do? Because with the way that this game plays, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to do much. I'm just told, like, look, it's going to be a random situation. Even if you have all the best players and the best things going on, it's still going to be a very, very random experience. But you still want to have the best possible players out there. The 2 outside players, in my opinion, Calvin Johnson, Lazada, who goes so high. Listen, those are my 2. Both deep out, deep in. All right? Just so everybody's clear with that, those are the 2 that we're rocking with at this point. Now, with the way that everything else is, right, I'm probably going to have to see about the Vanguard, because I can't have unless I bring Vernon Davis back to just be mossing uncontrollably and Kittle as a backup. But Kittle got that crazy run block, though. Kittle is, bro, we back to running double, so it's going to work out pretty fine. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, now look, the reason that I brought that up is because I'm trying to figure, like, when you lead past the ball, right, in the seam, having it inside and outside the numbers, which is how we have Uncle Vern is a little bit more deadly, because he gets deep out and deep in for 2. Because of the archetype of George Kittle being a possession receiver, you only can choose 1 because it's 2 AP for the 1, which is deep in. So we'll get back to that at another time. Now, here goes where it gets very, very interesting. Braylon Edwards versus Andre Johnson. I know it sounds crazy, so I'm going to start with the level master Andre Johnson. This is his card fully maxed out. You only need to get to level 97 in order to get this done. That's it, right? To get all of his, items and everything all the way up. Because he's a physical receiver, it messes everything up. He can't get deep out and deep in. right? He can't get them. He can't get them for 1. So it's going to cost 4. We're not doing that. But what we could do is give him mid-in and always keep him in the seam, right? That way we could run the ball a little bit. We're going to go take a look at his numbers right now and see exactly what's happening. But being able to run the ball the right way is a very, very huge factor. Now, looking overall, like the medium route and on the short route, 99, you need a solid player. You need a real solid player in the slot, right? This guy looks very, very solid. Now, Braylon Edwards, you know, and this guy is all, they're both 6'3". We're going to have to take a look at the weight and the run block and see what's going on with it. But, okay, run block 64, impact block 64. Those are really good numbers in this case for a wide receiver. Stamina 99, all that stuff, whatever. Dudes still come out whenever they want anyway. So we're going to have to look at these numbers, right? And then we're going to go take a look at Braylon. Now, remember, we can sell Braylon back and get some coins for him. That's one of the things. Do I want to use a physical receiver? No. Do I care as much that I can't get the deep out? I mean, the deep in that Braylon Edwards has, because sometimes we want to moss in the seam. He kind of hurts us there because he's a physical receiver. You know what I'm saying? And we can't get that ability, well, both of them for 1 each. Because being able to moss in the seams, it's a real thing, guys. Like, you got to know what's going on with it. Now, let's take a look at Braylon, right? Because this is where it comes down. This is what it comes down to. It comes down to who is the better player overall. Now, he has 99 all throughout, but he's 214 pounds, right? Let's check his run block real quick and see what's going on with that. Okay, run block is 69. Dude, some of you guys are going to be making jokes about it because you guys want to be nasty, but like I said, this is why I didn't get rid of him yet. Because I was looking at it, I'm like, yo, he's a free card, so we know EA is not going to make him do whatever he wants. Braylon Edwards, although he's lighter, he just appears to be, you know, like, it's something about him, bro. Now look, notice, although I am a 49er theme team, the 2 receivers that are on the outside are not Niners. I just want you guys to point that. I want to point that out because, yo, Gmia, you all about the Niners. Those 2 guys on the outside right now, Megatron and Lazada, those 2 guys are not Niners, but they are the best possible options right now for your team. Super fast, big players, decent run block for the position. Because what happens is when you put tight ends in at wide receiver, I do believe that EA is penalizing us for it. That's why I haven't really gone too crazy with it. Because I do believe that EA is penalizing us for it. You know, whether or not you believe so, that's up, you know, that's your business. But EA is doing something. They're always up to something. We just don't know what it is. And it's always something ridiculous. So I just want to make sure that everybody is cautious when doing this. Because, you know, you might have a better guy that has better run block. I don't know, because Julio Jones maybe. But Julio Jones, I don't think Julio Jones is as good as this guy in the slot. Like this guy, he be bullying dudes in the run. So I would probably go Braylon Edwards in this case. Whatever you guys choose to do, I just want you to be comfortable with the way the team is. But I just wanted to make sure that I pointed that out. The 2 outside guys that I'm recommending are not Niners. So that way we can leave the guys, oh, bro, you're all about the Niners. Those guys, we could just ignore those guys. So with the slot guy right now, Braylon Edwards or Andre Johnson obviously is heavier and he's free. But he's going to cost you more if you run up. If you put him in the slot, you have to give him an ability. Do you want to give him the mid-in so that he can go crazy on that? Or do you want to go deep in? See, these are things that you have to decide because I got to be honest with you. I think for the most part, you will get separation more with the mid-in because mid-in acts a little bit like route tech. So the slot receiver having that might work better. But hear me out. If you decide to go deep and for whatever reason you streak the seam, he will not animate because he has mid-in if you go Andre Johnson. And I'm very, very serious about this, right? EA is very specific with the parts of the field. It's actually like a maniacal scientific project that they did to make us go crazy. So you have to have specific abilities for specific parts of the field. So the mid-in, mid-out, if you go too high up the field, they won't animate. The deep is always the safest one, but you know, in this case, I think we're just going to stick with Braylon Edwards. I think Braylon Edwards, because we're going to be running the ball a little bit, I think he works out a little bit better for us in that regard. So the combo right now, I would go Braylon Edwards. Now look, if you're running 4 wide receivers, I would utilize Andre Johnson in some capacity. if you're like, not a lot of people run 5 wide, so we don't need to do that. But I think Andre Johnson would be a good 4th. But Braylon Edwards, because he's so strong and he's a 99 speed, it works out. And I think based on the numbers, right? Isn't he a 99 speed on anybody's team? So, because I think what did we add? We only add 2 to him, right? Yeah, so he's a 99 speed on anybody's team. So it just works out for anybody that's involved. So I would definitely take a look at it. I think that this is the start with those abilities to create in a really, really monster team. I would love to hear your feedback. Let me know what you're thinking about that. But this is where I am with it. I think that it definitely will work out for you guys that are just going out. Regardless of the way you play, these big body receivers will help you in the run game and also make your pass game a lot better. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you're having a great day. Until next time, one love, y'all.